So there's a question about men and cosmetic surgery, how often we see them now versus in the past. We are seeing men more now than we did 5, 10, and definitely more than we did 15 years ago. But I think there's actually a difference in the men that we're seeing now versus ones that we saw 10 or 15 years ago. And now we're seeing more kind of the everyday man. Before, some of the people that we saw maybe were on the fringe. They were the early adapters. And now we see it, the husbands of our existing patients coming in because they've seen the result that their wives have gotten, or just generally guys who say, you know what, yeah, I've got a little problem with my love handles, I'd like to get them taken care of, and they don't see it as a big deal. It's becoming more acceptable. So it's kind of becoming more the procedure for the average Joe. So men have some of the same concerns as women. Am I going to get the result that I want? Is it going to look the way I want it to? I think some of the difference come in facial cosmetic surgery, where men want to make sure that they still look like men. They don't want to be feminized. And we also convey that to them. It's really our point of view is that men should look like men. Men should still be handsome. You should have some of those characteristics. And men can look funny if you do the same operation that you do for a woman to the same extent. And that's where we get people that are celebrities and people like, well, I definitely don't want to look like this. It's how does Kenny Rogers look, or Barry Manilow, or Bruce Jenner before he became Caitlyn Jenner, and the face started to look, not as masculine. And men have those concerns, especially when they're looking more youthful on the face. They definitely don't want to go in the feminine direction. I don't think that women are more judgmental of men having cosmetic surgery. I have lots of couples that come in together and have procedures, and I have wives that will turn to me and they'll say, well, don't you think he needs to do this and that and the other thing? And I tell them the same thing that I do others. I'm like, I have no issue with him unless he has an issue, and then we'll talk about it. And I say, you know what, if he had an issue with you and said, don't you think she should do X or Y or Z, I would say no, not unless she has a concern, and so everybody's their own individual. And I don't think men really judge other men about cosmetic surgery, because men don't care. Men don't really care what other guys are doing, to that extent. I think that one thing that is different is that as men, we typically don't think about spending money to make ourselves look better. We might do it in the form of clothing, but you never really think about it in the way someone would as far as, you know what, I can do something with my hair, I can get a better style, I can get a different color, I can do something with my makeup. There are things that are ingrained. I think women are used to saying, you know what, yeah, I can do something, I can spend some money, and that can make me feel better about my appearance, or I can look better. As guys, except for maybe, like I said, clothing or going to the gym, it doesn't often enter into our thought process. It's like, okay, this is bugging me, maybe I spend a few bucks and take care of it. That might be a little bit more different. It's just not part of our usual mindset. Go ahead and hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and feel free to share with a friend. You can stay up to date with the latest in cosmetic surgery by subscribing to the Austin-Weston YouTube channel. And for more information on the Austin-Weston Center, visit our website at austin-weston.com or click the link in the description below.